If you're new to War Thunder and are trying to decide which premium plane to buy, I'm going to narrow it down between the F-5C and the F-4S today. So today I'm going to start with the F-4S. And the F-4S is currently a rank 6 USA fighter, costing like $65, I think. So it's quite expensive. You're going to want to catch this when it's on sale during May, Black Friday, Halloween, or Christmas, when it'll mostly be a 50% off sale. It's still going to be quite expensive, but I'll show you why it's worth it here. To start off, the F-5C can only carry 2 missiles. They're both AIM-9Es, which can only be fired from behind the enemy, not in front of the enemy or anywhere else. So do not use this as a missile bus. However, it has excellent maneuverability and turn rate, so you're going to want to use this as a dogfighter. It also carries 2 20mm cannons that are powerful. They pack quite a punch in either head-on or not a head-on. As you can see here, I'm going to dogfight somebody. And my dogfight kind of got interrupted. That's the thing about playing the F-5C. You have to be a little aware. However, as you saw, my plane can turn quite a bit. It's decent. This thing currently sits at 10.0 BR, which can face scary things like the MiG-25 or the F-3H2. One setback of the F-5 is it has no radar and lacks a long-range weapon. Its AIM-9Es are close range, and its 20mm cannons are also close range. However, it does have a radar warning receiver, which tells you if there's a missile coming at you. In the left side of my screen, you can see this. It's like a circle with the letters and the numbers on it. The AIM-9E also seriously lacks quite a bit of range and maneuverability. It has 20 Gs of maneuverability, so if the target is maneuvering and popping flares and chaff, you're most likely not going to be able to kill them with a missile. However, maneuvering does nothing against your 20mm cannons as long as you're pulling the lead, which at times can be tricky. Right here on dogfighting. You always want to go in the dogfight with this plane, as that is where it thrives. This A-10 here is clueless that I'm already around on his 6 o'clock, and my AIM-9E will gratefully take that. As you can see, I'm using my maneuverability successfully against enemy targets. I will now demonstrate how effective this... Wait, oh, we got an enemy. We're now going to dogfight a heavier aircraft than mine, and honestly, kind of a worse aircraft, I'm not gonna lie. While you're dogfighting, you're gonna want to pop flares and shaft in the case that somebody has already fired on you. And this will happen a lot. Like right here. And somebody just shot me, and it appears to have been my teammate, which is kind of annoying. I have successfully demonstrated how to use and how not to use the F-5C. Now I'm going to move on to the F-4S. So while I'm waiting, I can explain some F5E stats. It has good turn rate, decent engines, and most importantly, an afterburner. While you're dogfighting, you're going to lose a lot of speed due to your large wing size, meaning It is often that you will lose speed and enter a stall during a dogfight. However, if you use your afterburner in the right way, then you can avoid a stall and gain airspeed. As we saw, I dominated because of my turning. That A-10 tried to take me in the head-on. I only hit him, though. He was probably going to kill me if I overcommitted, so don't overcommit head-ons, meaning don't just look at him for too long. You should maneuver after firing to avoid their shots. The F-5A is a pretty fragile plane. During maneuvering, if you're experiencing high Gs, your plane will be fine, but often your pilot will also black out, so make sure to sometimes go easy on the turning. However, if it's just a single quick turn, you can end it incredibly early. Now I'm going to show you the F-4S. Yeah, my PS4 takes way too long to load, so you can skip forward like 10, maybe 20 seconds for this part. F-4S is a Rank 7 USA Premium in the American Air Tree of War Thunder. It is $75, which is a lot. How you play this thing differs greatly from how you play the F-5C, because you can play this one as a missile bus. Yeah, you can play this as a missile bus. However, you have to play carefully, because it is at BR 12.0. However, this plane does have a decent long-range weapon, the AIM-7F. It is a radar-guided missile with better range. This thing is a ranged weapon and a missile bus. Use it for nothing else but that in War Thunder. Also, this plane is heavier and is not a good dogfighter. While it can hold against incredibly heavier targets, it is not meant to specifically dogfight like the F-5C is. This is shown here, mostly. Also, you're going to die very quickly because of that BR, of people who have better missiles. Both of these planes lack advanced missiles, so my final rating is the F-5C. While it takes more skill to play, because it's not a missile bus, it is a better aircraft due to having two mounted 20mm cannons instead of having to carry a gun pod. And also, while the F-4S is a better plane, it's at BR 12.0, and that is dangerous. You can face advanced aircraft like F-15Es, wait, no, not F-15Es, just F-15s, F-16s, and F-14s. Meaning, you are a target. You will die quickly and almost instantly in the F5 or in the F4S. You should buy the F5C. That's my final recommendation.